ABC 31 News tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. A small town in Texas is coming to grips with a mass shooting at a church that left more than 24 dead. Maggie Rulli has the latest from Sutherland Springs.
We've had a long night with our children and grandbabies that we have left.
Just one day after losing his 14-year-old daughter in the worst mass shooting in Texas history, Pastor Pomeroy and his wife encourage others to seek comfort in each other.
We laughed together, we cried together, and we worshiped together. Now most of our church family is gone, and the few of us that are left behind lost tragically yesterday.
Frank Pomeroy is the pastor at First Baptist Church of Sutherland Springs. His daughter, Annabelle Renee Pomeroy, was inside the church when 26-year-old gunman Devin Kelly opened fire.
We have 6 ambulances en route.
The shooter was able to fire off multiple rounds on his automatic weapon, killing at least 26, many children, some as young as 18 months.
There was 3 firearms that had been recovered.
Authorities now believe the attack was fueled by a domestic dispute.
The suspect's mother-in-law attended this church. We know that he had made threatening texts.
Kelly has previously served a year in prison following a court-martial for assault on his spouse and her 11-month-old child. He received a bad conduct discharge from the Air Force in 2014. The nature of the charge should have prevented him from obtaining a weapon, and authorities confirm Kelly did not have a license to carry. For the past 6 weeks, Kelly was working as the manager at an RV park nearby. He left work on Saturday with a headache and never showed up on Sunday. Authorities believe he died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Authorities have now confirmed that they have video from inside the church and are reviewing it now. Witnesses who were here for the shooting describe the scene as horrific and say that more than half of the people who were inside that church were either shot or killed. Maggie Rulli, ABC News, Sutherland Springs, Texas.
Congregations all over the country and right here at home are praying for the victims of that Texas massacre. Pastor Stuart Holloway of First Baptist in Pineville shared his thoughts with us.
But we're brokenhearted over hearing about the shooting at the church. It just shows that these kind of things can happen anywhere. It doesn't matter if it's a big city or a small town. It just shocks me. I pastored a church very similar to that one before coming here, and it blows my mind that that could happen in that kind of location.
Pastor Holloway says he takes extra precautions with a security team just in case. Rapids deputies are investigating a shooting from last night. Around 7:30, they were called to the Wardville area of Pineville, where they found a person with a gunshot wound on Wayne Street. That person was taken to a hospital, and their condition is unknown at this time. So far, no arrests in the case. A Marksville man has died after a crash early Saturday morning. Troopers say 53-year-old Carl Laborde was not wearing his seatbelt when he lost control of his truck on Highway 15 and hit a concrete culvert. Laborde was pronounced dead at the scene. Louisiana State Police say this accident serves as an important reminder about the importance of wearing seatbelts, especially as we head into the busy holiday travel season. The Louisiana High School Athletic Association released its bracket Sunday, and 17 of 26 qualifying teams learned who they'll face in the first round of the playoffs next week. ABC 31's Joanna Phillips has the story of one undefeated team.
There's only one team in Cenlaw that's currently holding a 10-0 record, and that's the undefeated Gina Giants.
Being 10-0 feels great, but we have a lot more to prove. Being 10-0 really wasn't one of the things that we talked about coming into the season a whole lot. The whole deal that we wanted to do is move on to the playoffs. Felt like we underachieved last year in the second round, and we've worked hard to overcome those mistakes, and hopefully that'll pay off in these next few weeks.
The Giants faced the Bolton High School Bears last Friday for their last district game of the season and came out on top with a score of 59-14. It's the second time in 3 years that the team has gone undefeated. And despite some unexpected events, they feel like it's brought the team closer this year and helped them land a spot in the playoffs.
We've definitely had to overcome a lot. We've had 3 starters out for the season, and we've had a couple other starters that have been injured for several weeks at a time. So we definitely have had to overcome some injuries, but the kids have stepped up and overcame it and continue to persevere. So very proud of them.
The team ranks at number 3 in the 3A class and will take on Westlake High School, who sits at number 30, on Friday for the first round of the playoffs.
Westlake's a very good team. From a very, very tough district. We're going to have to come out and play really well. But if we play our best game, they play our best game, I feel like we're the better team.
In Gina, Joanna Phillips, ABC 31 News.
We saw highs in the 80s today, pretty warm for November. Meteorologist Ross Whitley is here with a first look at our forecast.
Yeah, it was very warm out there today. We hit a record that we broke from just 2 years ago. 87 degrees today, and 2 years ago we were sitting at 86. That was the old record. We only got down to 71 last night, and the normal for this time of year, well, that's 73. So we were near the normal high for our daytime low last night, but there's big changes on the way. We got some rain headed in our direction, and we have some much cooler air moving in as well. I'll let you know just how cold it's going to get and when the rain will arrive coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Ross. This past Saturday, the sleepy town of Colfax came alive with the Pecan Festival Parade. Families pulled out their lawn chairs to watch the annual parade full of festive floats, beads, and candy. The parade even ended with a fireworks show. The Alexandria Lions Club is currently holding its 37th annual raffle contest.
Our tickets are $100. It's a $15,000 raffle. First prize is $10,000, second prize is $2,000, and we have three $1,000. When you say $100, you kind of go, ooh, but if you know 10 people, well, that's $10. You have a chance to win $1,000 apiece.
And for more information on how to enter the raffle, you can contact any member of the Lions Club or visit their Facebook page at Alexandria Lions Club. This afternoon, Operations Manager Richard Bullock of the Louisiana National Guard Youth Challenge Program introduced some new programs at the First at First Business Luncheon.
The Youth Challenge Program is a residential quasi-military program for 16 to 18-year-old at-risk youths, male and female. We've just transitioned from a program that used to be where you had to be a high school dropout to come to us, but you do not anymore. I'll be introducing and educating the folks on that new program today. But we have 8 core components that we teach. Life skills is probably the #1 thing that we teach for the 22-week residential program, along with continuing their education, whatever education track that they're on, structure, discipline, motivation, all the tools that they need to leave us and go back to their community and be productive citizens.
For more information on YCP, you can visit their Facebook page.
To you, it's just an old coat, but to an underprivileged child, it's a warmer winter. Please help us collect coats for kids before the cold months get here. You can drop off new or gently used coats at a location near you. All coats are cleaned and distributed right here in our community. The KLAX Coats for Kids Drive is sponsored by First Federal Bank, Southern Heritage Bank, Bank of Montgomery, Kramer Funeral Home, Take 5 Oil Change, South Park Cleaners, and LaSalle Printing and Office Supply.
Hi, meteorologist Ross Whitley checking out our radar and satellite across the area, and all things mostly clear out there. We had plenty of sunshine today, allowing us to heat up. But just off to our north, there's actually an area of low pressure bringing some rain and drizzle to a lot of places off to our north with some cooler air. Of course, can't see that across our state. Really not a whole lot going on out there. And will continue to be that way as we move through the next couple of hours as well. But checking out our surface map, said there's an area of low pressure out there, and there you see it on the surface map here. A lot of cool air across the middle part of the country. A stationary boundary going all the way up into the northeast, and basically everywhere above this boundary, it's cool. Even some snow showers going across Minnesota and the Dakotas, and even out west in Wyoming as well. And all of that cooler air, well, this high pressure system headed in our direction. But before it gets here, we're going to have to deal with, some rain, some drizzle, maybe even a thunderstorm out there as we go throughout the next couple of days. Overnight tonight, though, we're still staying warm, 68 degrees, partly cloudy out there. Really no chance of rain as we work throughout the rest of this evening, going into the early morning hours. But what to expect tomorrow? Well, partly cloudy, very warm, a slight chance at an isolated storm or two, especially late as we get into the overnight hours. For tomorrow night, we could see a thunderstorm rolling in. Then for the day on Wednesday, as we go into Wednesday, we'll see spotty showers out there, much cooler as that cold front approaches. Then as it goes through, we finally clear out. but the colder temperatures will be here for us and likely sticking around for a few days. This time, maybe not quite as cold for our overnight lows, but for our daytime highs, quite chilly out there. Area of low pressure moves off to our north and east tomorrow, but cold front still hanging out up there. This is going to continue to press south as we go throughout the day tomorrow. That warm air slowly going to be retreating away, and the forecast highs tomorrow, well, another warm one out there. Could be close to a record once again. Not sure we're going to get back up to 87 degrees, but a 30% chance of rain. And of course, as you go a little bit further north, start to cool off. Checking out that 7-day forecast, 82 tomorrow, and then we drop all the way down to 65 for Wednesday. How about 66 on Thursday? And we stay quite chilly even as we work through the weekend. Only warming up to about 74 on Saturday and 75 on Sunday. As we work into next week, we watch another cold shot, try to move on in. Could bring us a brief period of warm weather before we get back into another pool of colder air. But really all we're dealing with is just the showers on Wednesday, and then after that, maybe another chance at showers on Saturday with another cold front. But overall, mostly dry, pretty nice out there, and definitely much, much cooler and much lower dew points. That's a look at your 7-day and your weather forecast. Scott?
Thank you very much, Ross. The FDA is warning companies about illegally marketing marijuana-derived products as cures for cancer. With more, here's Janae Norman.
With increasing interest in medical marijuana comes a rise in unscrupulous companies hoping to capitalize on this trend. And this week, the FDA coming down hard on a number of firms they say have been lying to consumers, illegally selling products that claim to prevent, treat, or cure many diseases, even cancer, without any evidence whatsoever. The products contain CBD oil, a part of the marijuana plant that does not have FDA approval for any medical indication. These oils sold in drops, capsules, syrups, teas, lotions, and creams. Not only are these sales illegal, the products can put patients at risk, health officials say, exposing them to dangerous chemicals and potentially steering them away from proven therapies that can save their lives. So remember, products without FDA approval are not yet proven safe and may not deliver on the effects they claim. And if you're ever unsure as to whether a drug is FDA approved, ask your doctor.
Hi, everybody. This is the voice of the Tigers, Jim Hawthorne, inviting you to watch Inside LSU Football, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors on this affiliate of the LSU Sports Television Network every week during the season. We'll have all the highlights, exclusive locker room access you won't see anywhere else, and features that will give you the inside story on your Fighting Tigers football team.
Inside LSU Football. Join us Sundays at 10 on KLAX TV. Brought to you in part by Randy Wiggins, State Farm agent.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Nick Frank. For the first time since 2015, the NSU football team is riding a 2-game winning streak. Demons are starting to show that they can now win some close games.
Our last 2 weeks, really, it just shows that our guys can win at the end of the game, and when the pressure's on, and make plays. And, you know, if you stay in character, not come out of character, and not try to do more than you're supposed to do, and just, you know, play your position, play your technique and what you're taught to do and how you do it at practice. Just perform it in that situation and everything's going to be fine.
Well, thanks for watching ABC 31 News. Have a great night.
Download the KLAX weather app for your smartphone or tablet. Get live current conditions, radar maps, alerts, and more. More ways to stay connected with KLAX TV.
KLAX is the exclusive provider of ABC and MeTV programming here in Central Louisiana. We're the only station where you can watch new ABC programs like Dancing with the Stars, Designated Survivor, and Grey's Anatomy, just to name a few.
That's what family does. We take care of each other.
I'm proud of you. The warmth of your love.
And if classic TV programs like Bonanza, Andy Griffin, Batman, or Carol Burnett is more your style, then MeTV's the station for you. As an advertiser, you'll want your products and services presented to these loyal viewers. Our sales team is equipped to prove we can generate new customers and new revenue for your business.
I'll tell you what, it pays to advertise.
And we have a number of low-risk advertising programs designed to prove we work. Call our media consultant team today for a no-risk assessment on how we can help you grow your business. We're ready to prove we work.